Walnut Ridge beat Fort Recovery 46-34 on Saturday at Trent Arena in Kettering, Ohio, at the 10th annual Flying to the Hoop Festival. Fort Recovery is a Division IV school ranked in the top 10 in the state of Ohio by the JJHuddle.com Power Poll. Walnut Ridge is also ranked in the top 10, but in Division I, Walnut Ridge's front line went something like 6'10", 6'9", 6'7", and Fort Recovery responded with a bunch of 6'4" players in the post. It was an interesting matchup between highly disciplined and patient ball clubs. It was also day 2 of the Good Samaritan Hospital Flying to the Hoop Invitational, and MVPhd was all over doing it for you. My name's Alex Sater, and I'm your host, and I ran into Tim Langevin at mid-court after the game.
Boy, what a fun day it was. And as intriguing as the matchup between state-ranked Division I Walnut Ridge and state-ranked Division IV Fort Recovery looked, the game itself was even more special. It wasn't an edge-of-your-seat thriller, no spectacular highlight reel, just two well-disciplined teams playing in a very strategic half-court defensive mode, won by Walnut Ridge 46-34. Ridge entered this game averaging 70 points a game. Their frontline bigs, Alafane K, Malik Dime, and Kai Turner, measure 6'10", 6'9", 6'7", respectively. And I'm thinking to myself during warm-ups as they're all slam dunking it in the layup line, wow, this could be a 30-point blowout. But you know what? Give credit to Fort Recovery. Their 2-3 matchup zone was a clinic. They did a great job with helping recover team defense. It was total synchronicity. The Indians held the big three to just 16 points combined. And as a result, the Scots weren't able to get out in transition and score those easy buckets, and they weren't able to press as much. Fort Recovery definitely took them out of their game. But give credit to Walnut Ridge. They showed extreme patience and unselfishness on offense. Kay Diamond Turner did a great job of kicking the ball out to the perimeter and not forcing shots. And just great ball movement and patience by Walnut Ridge. But I think the difference maker was the kid Isaiah Brooks. The little 5'8" point guard came off the bench, really sparked their club, and bombed 4 or 5 threes in that first half. And that was enough to give Ridge a 26-16 halftime lead. And Ridge pretty much maintained that lead the rest of the way. However, Fort Recovery cut the lead twice to just 6 points in that final quarter. And give credit to Walnut Ridge's defense. They stuck with their man-to-man, and their in-your-face defense really forced Fort Recovery into poor shooting tonight. They were 8 of 37 from the floor, a dismal 21.6%. The two keys to the game that I was concerned with was rebounding and turnovers, and really Fort Recovery held their own. Walnut Ridge had 27 rebounds, Fort Recovery had 26. Turnovers, Walnut Ridge 13, Fort Recovery 15. But another glaring stat, and that really showed Walnut Ridge's depth. 11-player rotation helps. They outscored Fort Recovery in bench points 24-0. I could see Walnut Ridge making a nice tournament run. But after watching Northland play today, they beat Garfield Heights, which is like 5th or 6th ranked team in the state, 70-62. They got that point guard, Jordan Potts. He had 23 points. Jalen Robinson had 11 points, 8 rebounds. Devin Scott, their post player, he had 23 points, 8 rebounds. I don't know if Walnut Ridge can get past them. It'll be an intriguing matchup.
We just didn't want to give them the paint. We played off them and tried to make them shoot. And number 3 hit 4 threes on us, I think, in the second quarter. So that's what really hurt us.
Yeah, that turned out to really be the difference in the game. What kind of defense was that? Like a 1-3-1 or what?
It was a 2-3.
2-3. Okay. You had 14 points, a ton of rebounds underneath. How much fun was it playing in a showcase event like this?
It was awesome. I mean, getting to play against a team like this at a D1 and we're a D4, and play against in this arena where hopefully we might come back and play again. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I thought our kids played really well for the most part. Obviously, we didn't do some things well at times, but our game plan and our execution of it was pretty good. Our preparation for this game was the bus ride down because we had a conference game last night that we spent all our time preparing for.
Cold water,
yeah. And so, we really didn't spend a lot of time on it. So for us, basically, to prepare on the way down and go through it, I thought our kids executed it pretty well defensively. Offensively, as a team, we've been averaging 52-53% as a team. Today we shot 21. And I think our legs, had something to do with that a little bit after playing last night, as hard as we did. And then, like I say, every time we got the lead down to, 4-6 points or so, we couldn't seem, we get them to turn it over, miss a shot. We just couldn't seem to execute like we needed to be able to make those plays to cut that lead down. But like I say, overall, with one of the best Division I teams in the state of Ohio, and
absolutely,
and what our kids did today, I think we lose by 12. Those 4 points at the end were kind of, really don't matter at that point. That's an 8-point game that we just played with them. So, we have a lot to be proud of, and that we were invited here to begin with, and as well as we kind of performed without performing well, but at the same time, it was an overall good day for us.
Oh yeah, a lot of teams play us 2-3 zone because we create a lot of matchup problems. So we practice a lot on the 2-3 zone and execute. So it's just practice, and practice pays off. We just come out here and execute.
You're on the AAU circuit. I think it's the Ohio Black. Where do you want to play it? Do you want to play at the next level next year? And are there any leads for you on that happening?
Yeah, I definitely want to play at the next level. And right now, I'm just trying to focus on my high school career, and then afterwards, worry about colleges.
Can this team do what the 1971 team do?
We're hoping so.
So
we definitely have the keys.
I've grown a lot, me as a coach and them as players. They've seen a lot. They played some tough competition. I think that's one thing that benefited us through the years, these 4 years, that we kind of schedule big, schedule hard, tough, because I just think it makes them better. And in that, we've done well in our city league with our city league schedule. Outer conference hasn't been the way we wanted it, but now this year is starting to be. So, all of that, we just try to take every step, and not skip steps, and do everything right. And, at the end, the end result will be positive for them.
It seems like you're a very unselfish team. I've been I live in Dayton, but I was reading the stats from the Columbus. Every night it's a different leading scorer. They're very selfish, unselfish.
Yeah, they sacrifice. I really try to, they've bought into the fact that, we got starters, but, when it's all said and done, they pretty much play about the same amount of time. And with that, it could be your night, it could be his night, but at the end result, we want to win. So different equations, we had a meeting about that, and we had 28 different equations, because we want to win 28 games, and they all equal the same thing, and that's a win.